Hello everybody, welcome to FormulaPlayStation. We're here for Season 2, Round number 8 at Japan. And yeah, we're live. I'll just try and find the stream link because, you know, YouTube does not like me. For F-O. They're FormulaPlayStation. We are live. Yep, and I'll just whip this link in chat, because, you know, big up the links, boys. We're obviously here at Japan. Party? There we go. I'm hoping that actually links to the right thing, because, yep. Let me just check, see if it does. YouTube.com FPS official stream. Yeah. It's great. So we're here, we're live, we're ready for round number 8. Title challenge is hotting up. And yeah, I think everything is going according to plan. Even T Funky said, dear lord. My man said he's too tired to race but still turns up. Said Big Oof. Oh dear, that's actually peak T Funky right there. I'm too tired to race. Also T Funky, I'm turning up. Oh dear. Let me just do the standings whilst we're at it. Yeah. Just need to find FormulaPlayStation. FormulaPlayStation. So, as we wait for the stream to start, well, not stream to start, but as we wait for stuff to happen, and everyone to ready up, I will just let you know what's going on with me. Not. Well, actually, yeah, you know what's going on with the standings. So, Trench is first with 139. Reeks is second with 136, so a 3-point difference. Brown is third with 81. Now, Brown is facing Lightning Poker and Crazy Trooper for that third place. Lightning Poker with 72, Crazy Trooper with 66. Button's back in 6th, 52. Digixter Moto 7th with 42. Rob 8th with 34. Sankey Dead 9th with 25. 7th is Mayor Man with 21. 11th Luke Vest with 14. 12th King Codge with 13. 13th Golop with 11. Tied 14th is Jupiter X and Hotshot with 4. In 16th is You've Got a Race Band TTV. In 17th is Steel Crusher with 1 point. And tied 18th, 19th and 20th, Padders, Ghost Rider and T Funky all with 0 points. As for constructors, I'm sad to say it's already been won by Williams. Ferrari in second with Williams with 202, Ferrari second with 143, Red Bull with 123, Mercedes with 72, Alfa 46, Red Bull Toro Rosso with 36, Renault with 34, Haas with 27, McLaren with 21, Racing Point with 3. So yeah. Just looking at what T Funky said in the chat, because big up T Funky, the lad. So yeah, we're here for Japan. Qualifying is done a key here, so whoever goes out for quali, you've got to get a good lap in. I really love digging into me, don't you, Hyper? It's not digging in when it's true. Oh, so who the hell's the first man out? I'm taking it as this McLaren. So we are watching this McLaren. And this McLaren is Ghost Rider. We're going to watch Ghost Rider. And as you lot can probably tell by the stream name that currently is on the stream. It is my last stream for FPS. I'm stepping down as a commentator after this race. So yeah, kind of don't have the enthusiasm for it anymore. And yeah, I kind of wanted to race instead, so hoping Trench allows me in. Hopefully I can race to the best of my abilities with you lot. I'm better than Too Funky, so wink wink. So everyone's out kind of early. I have a feeling there might be rain at some point. TCV, no, everyone doesn't hate you, it's just the fact that you're really annoying, obnoxious, dirty. I've not really covered everything. Yeah, everyone is going out. What the hell is going on? Like, is it actually going to go rain in a minute? I swear nobody ever goes out like this completely unless there's rain. But anyway, who's behind? Golub's behind Ghost Rider, so I'm presuming Golub will be the second man to set a lap. Oh no, Golub's actually out in front of Ghost Rider? Yeah, he is. Okay, so it's Golub then Ghost Rider. So we'll watch with Golub instead of Ghost Rider because, you know, Golub's action on that first. Oh, slightly wide through some of these S's as he puts it down to 1 ERS. And I'm going to go back to Ghost Rider as T-Funky's retired, confirming nothing really. Golub gets out there, Barton's back, also retired as the whole get of flying in sector 1, 2 and 3. Now sector 1 and 3. So obviously quite close to the finish line there. But we'll keep with Ghost Rider to see what lap time he can set. As we can see Williams behind them. That's probably either Reese or Crazy Trooper. No, that's Reese. So Ghost Rider looking like he'll be the first man to set a lap. Currently running a little bit low on ERS. Kind of staying hot like the whole lap. Not the best thing to do around a track like Japan. But luckily there are some tough braking zones which do require, you know, which do get the ERS back, but not really enough. And Japan doesn't have you going flat out, but also it doesn't really have you braking too much. It's one of those tracks really. Also going hot lap for the whole lap kind of makes you run out about here, where you need it most for the main straight, as Ghost Rider comes through for 131.8. We Reese beating that and getting 129.1. I'll go watch Golub 145.2. Oh, Tifunky was on the edge of that, on the edge of something corner last lap. Okay, Brown 131.6, Sankey Doe 133.5. Steel Crusher will be coming through with a nope. With a nope. Lightning Poker 132.3, Jigsaw Motor 131.0, Jupiter X 131.9, and listen, who else just set a lap? Someone's just set a lap, I don't know who it was. Oh, big oof to Sankey dead, who just died. We're gonna go watch Steel Crusher. Oh no, he's oh, Trench the fastest lap for 128.9. So this body's going into the pits. So currently the top three looking quite good so far, and Jigsaw Moto actually on the mediums, so definitely something to look out for there. But I'm sure Lightning Poker and Sankey Dead can also improve their times quite a bit. As Steel Crusher looks to be going back into the pits. Luke Vessel will just be finishing his outlap here. Most people going back into the pits. Golub improving his time to 131.2. The watch on Luke Vessel. Watch Steel. Why do I need to watch Steel? Steel's doing absolutely nothing. Why would I need to watch Steel Crusher? Okay, never mind then. Back to Luke Vettel. because, you know, definitely don't have favourites here. Actually, I don't at all. But honestly, I honestly would find it really funny if Reese ended up getting 9th and fastest lap, or actually no, 8th, and then Trent getting like 10th, and then just them working out who actually wins the championship. Oh, that'd be amazing. Just a tie on the championship, brilliant. Put it to a tiebreaker, allow some random backmarker to fight in it as well. Big jokes. I don't give a damn which team I'm in next season, and it doesn't really matter because next season's a while away. Me and Trench have got Christmas to decide. Well, Trench has. I'm just kind of here. Anyway, Luke Vettel with a 1:28.9. Hoping I'm T-Funky's teammate. Now, fuck me, Luke Vettel going pole. And such a tight margin yet again. Luke Vettel is the man for tight margins. So am I. If you've ever seen Android 21, you know what I'm talking about. Oof. What the... Wouldn't it go down to amount of victories? Jigsaw myself, I'm pretty sure it would, yeah. But I am, unfortunately, not lucky enough to know how many victories each have. Well, I probably am, but I just cannot bother to look. That makes me lazy? Then yeah, it does. But, you know, I'm lazy and I'm proud. So yeah. Anyway, we're going to ride on board with Crazy Trooper. Or we're just going to watch his lap. Obviously, the Constructors' Championship winner here. With Wee Reese. So yeah. If anyone says that, if everyone like believes that Crazy Trooper's been carried this season, I don't. However, who has been carried? Jupiter X. Big oof. It's obviously a joke, you know. No driver's really been carried in their teams. Well, apart from the guys who have 0 points, like they have been carried. But, you know, nobody really gets carried in too many teams. You got a flag in Sector 1. That's a big shame for Sector 1. 8 minutes 55 to go. Just to get a flag in Sector 1 yet again. Crazy Trooper running out of fuel. Very, very quickly. But he's been quite sensible with his ERS here. Pushing out a hot lap for this last little bit. Pretty sure it shouldn't run out here. So he should have it just across the line. And he runs out right at the end, dissing a 1:29.2, 1/10 behind his teammate Wee Reese. So we'll have a look at Hotshot, who was just setting an invalid lap time, unfortunately for him. Ken Kodge also out on a brand spanking new lap. Jupiter X also the same. And so is Brown on the lap as Steel Crusher, looking a little bit dodgy there. Won't lie. Reese coming through to set a 1:28.6. He's on pole at this point in time. Can anyone beat that? I mean, probably. Maybe. Honestly, I'm not fucking sure. So, just, yeah. Wait and see. I'm not a racing expert. But I can tell you that it's probably beatable. I probably yeah, it is beatable, but you know. I will try and beat Reese. Yo, Luke, I don't want you to beat off Reese, man. No, just, you know. That's a bit too, homo for FPS, man. Tone it down a bit. Just saying. Who the fuck is Z-Strap? Oh, King Kodge went back into the pit lane. For goodness sake. I try and watch a driver and he's like, nah, I'm going in the pits, thank you. You know, don't drivers think that maybe, like, I want to watch them at some point? Oh, you're not improving on the lap time. Go W? Maybe. Maybe not. The Jigsaw Moto. You're also on a lap. Trench is also on a lap. Well, coming into Casio Triangle. He's got to beat his 131.2, and it's going to be a 130.6, and that's actually only improved him one position. Kind of feel a bit bad, but you know, you do have to realise that it's all very, very close. As Lightning Poker sets a 129.6 as well. Oh, not as well. I mean, go up at a 130.6. Oops. Please Trench on his lap. As you know, let's watch Trench. Yeah, Hot Shots at 133.1. Mayman trying to improve his lap time. There's so many comments. Oh, Trench back into the pits. Thanks, guys. This is the commentator's curse all over again. Mayo Man, you're on a lap. Come on, tell me you're setting a good time. Maybe. I don't even know. I don't know who to watch at this point. I mean, Luke Vessel's on a lap again. Lewis Hamilton. There's your answer. Now stop asking me questions. Everyone's joining the pits. Like, seriously, guys, just stop. Just set a lap, please. Stop going into the pits because it's annoying. I want to watch people set good laps. I don't want anyone to win the championship for FPS. That's a simple answer. I don't really care who it is. I don't have a favourite to win it. I don't know who will win it. Anyone can really win it. It literally, it's out of who gets the more points in today's race. Luke! God damn it! No, Sanka's just started a lap. Still Crusher's up here. We'll watch Still Crusher. Literally, today's race comes down to if Reese retires, he's lost it. If Reese comes 10th or 9th, he's lost it. But if Reese beats Trench by at least 2 positions, unless it's the top 4, unless like Reese is in the top 3, then you know Reese has won it. So it's just, yeah. I made a mistake, I'll save my tyres. Okay, you do that. Still Crusher, where you going, bro? Well, that's Buttons back, that's not Still Crusher. Still Crusher, another invalid lap time. Ooh, that's going to sting. Sankey, you're dead. Where you at? Where you at, boy? My boy? Is he gonna go flat out at 130R? Oh no, he's broken off. Sankey dead. Not confident enough to go flat out through 130R. Can I have the Kimmy, please? No. Sankey dead with a 131.6, putting him in the top 10. Everyone's like 131.6. It's like, what the hell is this? I know it's like 2 people, but still. Round on our lap. King Kodge is also on his lap. I think this will be an improvement from King Kodge, surely. Unless he's going back into the pits. Wait for it. No, he's not. It's got to be an improvement. Well, it's definitely an improvement. It's a 136.6. On to Brown, who I think slowing down. Nope, not Sankey. Ghost Rider? Nope. Who is it to watch? Who can I watch? Reese. Come on, Reese, you've got to be doing something important. And you always are. I don't know why you're laughing at that TCV. I don't know why. Oh. Can Reese improve? Nope, no, he's not going to. Fuck! Fuck's sake. This is why you don't say shit. This is why you don't say shit, because it just happens. Oh! There goes Hot Shot. And that's his chance at a flying lap over and done with, so he's out of the top 10. Mega Man going to fight for his position. Ghost Rider kind of holding up the RS. Brown doing hashtag just brown things. It's also what I call having a shit. Hashtag just brown things. Oh, the Jigsaw Moto is finding new track limits there. Peak times. Trench also finding new track limits. Oh, he's also found the end of a wall. Well done, Trench. Must be peak times in the Ferrari garage. One of your drivers is in 12th and still in the pits. The other one has just crashed into a barrier. As the Jigsaw Moto sets a 133.0. How the fuck did he do that? Oh, it's 131.0. Wait, was it? Oh, there goes King Kodge. Hold on, the Jigsaw Moto. Oh no, just set 131.0 on the softs. It just weirdly enough didn't update. No, that was Mega Man. Never mind. I'm just... Yeah, Jigsaw Moto 131.0. Yeah, so he's on the mediums currently. Mega Man with a decent fastest lap. Brown still yet to come in and set his flying lap. Lightning Poker 129.6. Luke Vessel's the man who currently can challenge Reese. 3 tenths off. The Jigsaw Motor retires. Sankey are dead and Hot Shot both confirming their laps. Luke Vessel's kind of the man we have to worry about though, as we see the sector 2 gap times. He's beaten his first sector by 4 tenths, his second by 1. This looks like the flying lap of dreams. This can be the lap that he beats we Reese, as he does. It's a 128.5. Luke Vessel on pole. Crazy Trooper taking 4th for 129.2. Lightning Poker, Brown still yet to set their laps. Brown for 132.1, not going to be an improvement. Golub Mega Man also yet to improve. King Kodge just driving on the track for no reason. Basically my excuse for life. Ooh, Lightning Poker, a little bit of a lock up there. The man on no assists is going in the pit, of course. Just retire if you're going in the pits. Just crash into the pit lane, please. So much better. King Kodge also going in the pits. Boom. Luke on pole. Unless Golub somehow... Oh, no. Golub's not improving. Mega Man is letting an AI car out of the way. Okay, Mega Man, if you're not sitting on that, please just retire. Please. Just press the options button. Go down to retire. Okay, well, whilst you wait for these guys to do whatever, I'm going over to the loo. You lot can read for yourselves the final standings. There they are. I swear, today's chat has been the liveliest chat I've ever seen. Everyone's taking ages for this. Like, you don't even have a setup, guys. Like, what are you doing? Wheel-to-wheel racing, TTV. Shut the hell up. Nah. It's not wheel-to-wheel racing, my arse. So in the back 6 have chosen these tyres. In order. That's back 7, actually. Mediums for Sanka, mediums for Ghost Rider, softs, soft, Jupiter X, Hotshot, and Steel Crusher. Funky on the mediums, Buttons back on the mediums as well. Obviously, everyone in the top 7, 8, all went on the softs. The Jigsaw Moto in 9th, the highest medium runner, and King Kodge in 10th on the softs. It's a 27 lap race. I'm expecting the strat to be soft, medium, or soft to hards if some racers can do it. I think 8 or 9 laps on the softs, and well, 7 or 8 laps maybe, and then go the rest on the hards. Or if drivers think they can do it, push the softs to about 11 laps, and then push the mediums to 15. You never know. Obviously, the Jigsaw Moto will probably have the hardest time at doing that. So his strat will probably be mediums to hards. But looking at these guys at the front of the softs, I definitely think they won't be trying that. They won't be trying the softs to hard strat or soft to mediums. I think they might have to go soft, medium. But Japan is one of those tracks we don't really know about tyre. Oh, Trench's tyre wear is going to be a bit fucked after that. Well, his tyres are going to be fucked a bit. Yeah, that's what I meant. Anyway, Buttons back seems to have overtaken Funky. Funky also thinks it's a race. But as we can see, Steel Crusher not exactly keeping up the pack here. Oh, finally they are. As you can see, Reese has kind of just got off Luke Vessel a bit. And the front three kind of had their own little mini pack there. Not everyone really staying with each other, but you know. As Jupiter X is in AI, big oof. You got overtaken by Hotshot. Oh no, Hotshot's already been disqualified. Oof. As the final guys come along to get on the grid. Buttons back, lining his car up on his grid spot. We go to Luke Vessel. Actually no, we'll wait at Reese and then go Luke Vessel. 5 red lights for the Japanese Grand Prix here in FPS. Round number 8. Final race of the season. Away we go. And there's a bad start there from someone. I didn't know who. Luke Vessel goes to cover off Reese instantly. Oh, Reese and Luke both teleporting inside each other. Trench currently taking 3rd. The battle is mainly at the front here. There's a Mercedes going side by side with a Red Bull. It gives you wings, I tell you. But not that wings at all. The Jigsaw Moto has spun. I don't know how badly the spin was as I was looking at this front battle here. But it looks like he's gone down a few places. Hopefully he can recover from that one. Ghost Rider also down a few too, as he's actually not made it past the second S. So unfortunately he's ended up into the gravel and is now quite a way behind. Luke Vessel with a decent start though, keeping his first position and gaining a little bit of time away from Reese. Hopefully that time will just be enough to give him some leeway and also allow him to, you know, push away to stop Reese and Trent getting DRS. As a yellow flag in sector 2. It's Hotshot. What's happened to Hotshot? Hotshot, I think, has ended up spinning it at Spoon. That's a big oof as Ghost Rider will soon be close behind him. Anyway, Luke Vettel fastest lap, obviously. I mean, why wouldn't he have the fastest lap? Oh, as there's been another crash, it's still Crusher this time, who has ended up in the grass at the Casio Triangle. Jigsaw Moto down another position here through F1 buttons back. He's now down to 11th, sorry, my apologies. Once I can do math, I will tell you. Ooh, they look very close to each other. We can see that this Alfa Romeo wants to get past that Red Bull. And Jigsaw Moto unlucky at the start. Hopefully he can regain a bit of composure and really start to push back up these positions. Who's actually had the best start this race so far? That would be Buttons back, up 7 positions already, followed by Tafunky up 4. However, the worst race has to be Golub down at 6. Make that down 7. Followed by Ghost Rider, who went down 5. So big oof for them. But Golub's quite close behind Jupiter X, so anyway. As Ghost Rider is overtaking Hotshot, I don't know what's happened between those two, but Ghost Rider really gained out quite a bit in a short period of time. As Luke Vettel's fastest lap yet again. Trench now over a second away. As you get a flying sector 3, and we were just looking at Buttons back, but he's ended up behind the Jigsaw Moto and only just over a second behind Tafunky. Golub into the pits. As we'll make our way back onto the leading 3. Luke Vettel keeping first. Reese in second. Trench just over a second away from Reese in third. Trench needs to gain out that time as quick as possible as the Jigsaw Moto overtakes King Kodge. Jigsaw Moto actually gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so he might have cut the corner in that overtake. We'll have to see from his footage. Hot shot onto the hards along with Golub. So both of them hoping possibly to go to the end. And honestly, I honestly thought Reese was spinning there, but it was clearly not, so. He did actually lose a little bit of time to Trench though within that sector. So Trench can count himself lucky that he should have DRS this lap. But Reese also has DRS. No, Trench does not have the DRS. I repeat, Trench does not have the DRS. Which means Reese will gain on Luke, but Trench will not gain on either of them. Well, he might gain on Luke, but not Reese. Trench is actually not using any ERS either, so another important fact to think about as Sankey Dead gets past Mayerman. Mayerman makes a fighting move back. There they are side by side. Sankey Dead and Mayerman. Ooh, there was a bit of a collision between the two of them. I'll keep on board with the Jigsaw Moto, who's onto the grass just slightly. Crazy to a 3-second time penalty. And the Jigsaw Moto is going to do his best to find a way past Sankey Dead here. Sankey Dead getting dirt on his tyres. So, definitely a chance for the Jigsaw Moto to make a position up and be the highest medium runner in this race once again. Golub with a 3-second time penalty. Golub and Ghost Rider into the pits again. Ooh, that's not good as Sank goes about a mile wide. And this is the chance of dreams. I forgot there's no DRS down here. There's only one DRS spot in Japan. DRS would be way too dangerous here, but surely the Jigsaw Moto is going to make a dive for it. Nope, he does not. Sankey Dead defends through the Casio Triangle. And yeah, it's like one of the only 2 corners I know. Along with the Lesmos. I mean, Degna 1 and Degna 2. But Sankey Dead making his move past Mayerman. Jigsaw Moto also making a look, but decides to back off for now. See Mayo Man on the softs. Definitely a driver Jigsaw Moto wants to get past. And here he goes. Oh, it's tight, it's tight, it's tight. Mayo Man not really giving much room there. I won't lie, he didn't give too much room. Jigsaw Moto really lucky that he didn't spin out from that incident. Hopefully he can get Mayo Man here though, as Mayo Man's had a really poor exit. A well-timed dive could work here. Oh, Sanka, you're dead. Wow. Wow. Okay, he's given the position back. I actually think he unintentionally has also given this to Jigsaw Moto here. Oh, and they're going side by side. Sanky dead, just missing the track there. It's not going too well for these three, as they will continue their fight for 7th place. Jigsaw Moto actually used up most of his ERS during that fight. Lightning Poker now at 8 attempts behind Crazy Trooper. Quite a lot of ERS to play with. Reese has got a 2.3 second gap to Trench, and currently that means he has the lead of the championship by wins. Sankey gets past Mayo Man, and Jigsaw Moto is overtaken by King Kodge, who just comes out of nowhere. Ooh, King Kodge again blocking Sankey dead off. Not Sankey dead, sorry. Jigsaw Moto. Oh, Reeks now out of the DRS from Luke Vessel, which can mean quite a lot. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2. I'm not sure who. Oh, it may be Golub. It may have been Golub there. That's Mayo Man loses his wing from Golub. And what a dive from King Kodge. King Kodge out of nowhere. Sankey dead. That's not Golub, that's Sankey dead. Oh my gosh, it's... Why was I thinking Golub? Golub's at the back. I mean, everything's just going wrong here. Mayo Man missing his braking zone. Sankey dead, ending up in the wall. Jigsaw Moto and King Kodge actually ending up the best out of the lot of them there. And you know, good things come to those who wait. Jigsaw Moto must be feeling that. Or King Kodge, you know, one of the two. As King Kodge actually gets a much better exit for really blocking Jigsaw Moto's line there. Not giving him too much space, or at least enough to make a move. As Mayo Man also on Sankey dead. Don't think Mayo Man will be able to make a move here. Nope, he is not. The Sankey dead also goes quite deep. And these two both losing part of their front wing. Sankey dead into the pit. Here comes Buttons back. Mayo Man's made his defensive move. Buttons back round the outside. Crazy Trooper has ended up spinning it. And this is going to allow King Kodge back into this fight. Two Funkies left the session. I don't know what's happened to him, but he had to go back into the pits. Sankey dead out of the pit lane. Jigsaw Moto past King Kodge. They're going side by side. King Kodge really trying to get onto that inside line. They're going through each other. There's T Funky's AI. And what on earth's happened there? From me at least, King Kodge lagged into Jigsaw Moto and then actually hit him. But I really can't tell you that from a personal angle. I mean, it might have happened, it might not, it might just be desync, but damn. Damn. The Jigsaw Moto really getting fucked over here. Really have to feel for the guy. I mean, really badly do. And now he's got worn tyres and a broken front wing. He's going to have to go mediums to hards. There's no other option for him. He's going to have to risk it going on the hards. I'm sorry to say it. Ziggello in Sector 1, it's not Luke Vessel. Big oof. Crazy Trooper gets a 5-second penalty for speed in the pits. Again oof. Ghost Rider with a 3-second penalty too. A lot of people picking up penalties here as Buttons back goes past Crazy Trooper. Jigsaw Moto joins him in the pits. See, I think the main thing about Luke Vettel here today is that he's better than Reese in Sector 1. Like, you see Luke Vettel's Sector 1, low 134s. Low 34s. Reese's mainly at the high 34s, especially. But he's kind of just had his best second sector. And his third sectors are always at the 17.1s, whereas Luke's always at the 17 point, like, just slower than the 17.1s. 41.8 is on average. So really, it just depends on how you compare the middle sector and the third sector, but there's a clear Luke advantage in Sector 1. Sector 2 and 3, though, look just slightly like Reese's domain. As I'm just going to check the last two messages. Oh, that's a very delightful message that I've just read. As Reese goes into the pits, Trench and Lightning Broker with up positions. Jigsaw Moto are definitely not happy at King Kodge there. And I can tell you his words exactly are fuck you, yeah. Or as I like to call it, kachiga. Chick kicks, boys. King Kodge into the pits. He's onto the hards. Brown onto the hards too as he comes out behind his teammate. Reese in open air. So he's really lucky at this point. King Kodge into nowhere apart from Crazy Trooper's dirty air. Still Crusher looking quite slow right now. Sankey dead, obviously on fresh new hards. Jigsaw Moto also on fresh new hards. Still Crusher speeding the pit lane. It's a big oof. As is yellow flying in Sector 1/2. I really see the to look. Well, it's Button's back, isn't it? It's Button's back. Oh no, or it's just Button's back letting his teammate pass. I don't know. I don't know. Why don't you tell me in the comment section below? I really don't know what to put there. As Luke Vettel goes into the pits, it's time to watch Reese and time to watch Luke at the same time. Luke in for his stop. It's obvious that Lightning Poker and Trench have got past, but has Reese. Luke Vettel onto the mediums. He can't be doing soft, medium, soft, is he? No, he's surely not. Here goes Reese. Here's Luke. Reese, Luke. Reese is behind Luke Vettel. And it's quite a gap too. It's 1.2 seconds. And that is basically what it was when he went into the pits, but still. And actually, I think Reese gained a 1/10 out of that. And that 1/10 was most likely gained when Reese, you know, as I think Luke broke a little bit earlier into the pit lane. Probably something like that. Something stupid like that. Or, you know, not turning the pit release off quick enough, you know. So Reese sets a 3-second time penalty, which swings this into Luke's favour. Luke really doing Trench a favour today as well. So, yeah. Trench, probably have to say well done to Luke. And so depending how long Trench goes, he will be pushing his tyres to the limit. And obviously he's probably trying the 1 stop. Wouldn't recommend a 2 stop here, unless you have to. But most people are on the mediums. Sorry, on the hards. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3 and 1. As I think Hotshot may have crashed. As he's letting the leaders through, I believe. Is that even a leader? I don't even know. That's Trench. Oh yeah, that's the leader, Trench. Ooh, Trench spinning due to Hotshot there. Hotshot coming in a big distraction for him. Yeah, Reese not really gaining too much on Luke, but also not losing too much either. As Crazy Trooper overtakes Mayo Man through 130R. Well done, Crazy Trooper. Dear Lord. I salute any man who can do that cleanly. But Mayo Man goes into the pits after 9 laps on his softs. He's probably going to the hards to the end. Meanwhile, who's currently battling? No, the nearest battle is Lightning Poker and Trench here. 10 lap old softs. Might be a good fight. Trench's last few laps have been in the mid 133s. You know, not the greatest of laps, but alright ones. Same with Lightning Poker's actually been improving on his 133 times. Oh, Ghost Rider there. Coming back on track dangerously in front of Lightning Poker. Trench luckily getting to the pit before that, but damn, that's really screwed up some people. As the Jigsaw Motor is back into the pits, Ghost Rider back on track quite dangerously, knowing there are leaders there. Luke Vessel gets into first, Reese down to second, Trench out in third behind a Jigsaw Moto, held up by the back marker Alpha. And Trench has now got a 5-second gap to make up. 15 laps on these mediums, same as Reese on the hards, 15 more laps. Luke Vessel going to 17 laps on his mediums. And he is trying to pump out hot laps here. This is what you call a tight title race. Trench needs to get fastest lap, I might add. He needs it. And if it stays like this, Trench will need fastest lap. We'll look at fastest lap, and it's currently held by Luke Vessel, as I think that was crazy triple we have just lapped. So yeah, Luke Vessel holding fastest lap. Trench needs it. Reese needs it. But currently this race does look to be in Reese's hands, and so does the title. Well, the race looks to be in Luke Vessel's hands, but the title looks to be in Reese's hands. You know what I meant, guys. Anyways, we get a flag in Sector 2. Not sure who that is, as we are just watching the Williams. We know behind him there's a few back markers between him and Trench. One is Trench's teammate, so hopefully Trench will be able to use him as DRS fodder. And it's my back area of Ghost Rider, Golub, Jupiter X, all kind of here, and probably going to be quite annoying to the front runners. As you can see, Golub, the man that Luke Vessel needs to overtake at this point in time. Hotshot with a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. As yellow in Sector 3, Hotshot has retired in the pit lane. Reese has got no back markers between him and Luke Vessel, I believe. No, he does not. And Trench is slowly gaining on Reese, as he is just overtaking his teammate. So yellow in Sector 3 still. I'm not sure who it is. As Hotshot leaves. Luke Vessel. Oh, it's a safety car. Ooh. Okay. There is a safety car. You know, Luke Vessel doesn't gain from this too much. Actually, I like he gains from it a hell of a lot. And it's not virtual, is it? It does say safety car, so I think it's a normal safety car. I don't know where it is though. I'm sure it should be out by now if it is an actual safety car, but if it's an actual one, then it kind of helps everyone in this situation except Reese and Brown. If it's a virtual, it doesn't really matter because it's just a virtual safety car. Nobody likes them. Virtual safety cars should be got rid of. Change my mind as oh, there's someone on the grass, and that was a Stole Crusher. Big rip. I feel like anyone who gets a speeding under safety car penalty deserves just to, you know, not get one. Oh, so there's Reese letting the back markers through. Oh, we found the safety car. Safety car. Car. It's a Mercedes-Benz. Oh, Steel Crusher got disqualified for ignoring yellow flags. Wow. Steel Crusher getting big ripped from this race. Hopefully, yeah, John, is he still driving? That's the question. Like, if he's still driving... Yeah, he's still driving, so he's not disqualified. Okay. And it did just say he got disqualified. Like, if he's disqualified, though, his car will go into the pits. Nope, he's not. He's fine. Okay, ignore the session. Ignore the session. So from how I, at least, think this is going, is obviously safety car being next lap. Luke Vettel, his tyres won't be too worn. You know, he can basically do what he likes. Reese is on the hardest tyre. Meaning he is probably the slowest driver out of the top four. Probably, I mean, Lightning Poker maybe. But what I'm saying is, Trench and Luke have the upper hand at the moment. Unless Reese can pull something out of the hat, I really think Trench is going to catch him here. And there's not much he can do about it. I think the big thing though is, what can the other drivers do? Because at this point, Brown looks like he may be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Oh well, on the mediums, hard, sorry, at the wrong time. King Kodge also on the hard at the wrong time. Button's back chose to go on hard rather than go on mediums like Crazy Trooper. So, not really sure if that's a good thing, as Mayo Man goes on to the mediums as well. Any driver who's chosen the mediums has probably chosen right. Anyone who chose the hards, in my opinion at least, has chose wrong. And you make life choices sometimes, but yeah. As most of these guys at the back have actually formed under the safety car still. We will probably have the restart this lap, I'm expecting. We may just have a swig of water quick as well. And if it is in this lap, Luke Vettel has to hold Reese and the rest up at the Casio triangle. That's what he needs to do. I'm waiting for the signal, which should be about here, where the sector deltas are. Oh nope, it's not in this lap. Okay, it's in the next lap. Ooh, but yeah. So Luke Vettel's strat will be, or at least how I'd play it if I was Luke Vettel, is you'd hold people up here, and then you just go fly out this corner, and really go for it. There's a better runoff you can get through sector 1, the better it is for you. Well, as Button's back actually goes into the pits off his hards, choosing the soft tyres. Ooh, losing quite a few positions in the mix of that though is Trench almost overtook Reese. Steel Crusher shouldn't, yeah, he won't be able to get past. But luckily some of these guys at the back here are able to just kind of get into the fights. Lightning Poker has somehow ended up being in between a back marker sandwich. So he kind of has Ghost Rider and Golub one side, and the other side has the Jigsaw Moto and Jupiter X, and then the leaders he wants to fight. As Sankey are dead, collides with Mayo Man, and Mayo Man gets a penalty for it. Okay, what? Hold on, what actually just happened? I'm really confused there. Incidents. Oh god, there's so many warnings on that one. Sankey dead. Oh hey, so they both. Oh, Sankey dead hit Crazy Trooper, and Mayo Man hit Sankey dead. that makes sense. Totally. In that order. You know, that's just a perfect logic. We're going to have to watch this restart from Trench's point of view. There is another point of view you can look at this from and think, how the fuck's this going to work? Trench needs the start of his life. As is safety car not in this? Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Okay. Trench, you need to get on the back of Reese right now. There goes Luke Vessel holding everyone up. This is perfect. Trench can get alongside Reese more or less, just as long as he doesn't make the overtake. Oh, the Sankey Dead hits Crazy Trooper. You know, Trench can play this smart. Luke Vessel's gone out. Luke Vessel's gone. Trench needs this perfect exit. Luke Vessel's got a whole second in a gap already. Here goes Trench. Use the overtake, boy. Use the overtake. Oh, Reese, no. This is the battle for the championship here into the first corner. As we can see on the right-hand side, going to the left, Trench has got the position. Reese now officially 6 points behind in the championship. Sankey there goes into the pits this lap. Jupiter X overtaking the Jigsaw Moto, and so does Golub actually. I think the Jigsaw Moto may have had a crash from that first corner. But oh my, things are getting spicy as King Codge has now crashed as well from this restart. 10 laps to go. It's basically a 25% race here at Japan. Except everyone's kind of got worn tyres. So it's like, yeah. Mega Man with a 3-second time penalty. So yellow flag in sector 1 again. Buttons back. Looking like he could really storm up the ranks here today. On those softs. Maybe he did make the right call. Jupiter X is overtaken by Golub. And Reese is already over a second behind Trench. And with a 3-second time penalty, this is not looking good. There's a constant yellow flag in sector 1. A little Crazy Trooper stuck behind some back markers. And he's got Brown as well in his sights. The Jigsaw Moto saying, ow, what the fuck. As he's also out of the race, meaning both Alphas, both out. I didn't see what happened to Jigsaw Moto, I'm sorry. But Golub is on the back of Brown. He needs to move out the way. Oh, as there goes Crazy Trooper with a spin. Buttons back also having to avoid it. And Buttons back even get past Mega Man at the same time. I didn't even see Mega Man in that. But Mega Man also, I believe, having a collision with King Codge. Jupiter X also out of this race too. I know that's kind of screwed over Mercedes. I know Ferrari's title hope. Oh, wait, they don't have any. Oof. And you kind of got to feel that. You've got to feel that. The pain you must feel right now for Brown and King Codge. And depending whose fault that was, I didn't really see. But hey, Soul Crusher's in top 8. Good going. Anyway, we're just keeping on with Reese. Actually, we'll have a look at time penalties. Luke Vessel currently has none. And I believe it's a fast lap of 131.9. 994, what's this? It's a 958. Oh yes, so Luke Vessel does have fastest lap here. Reese has one penalty. I didn't look at Trench's. Yeah, Trench only has one. Lightning Poker has none. And Trench has none as well. So, currently, Reese would actually go down to 4th if these were the results by the end of the race. Let's have a 44th comment. I'm just going to go check on that one. Yeah, so Funky's AI ruined Jigsaw Moto. That's why you retire and not leave. Just saying. As Buttons back into the pits for a drive-through penalty. Mega Man got disqualified for ignoring a drive-through. Wow. Wow. Well, that's some bullshit. Oh well, he's out. Buttons back completes his drive-through. Still Crush is being pressured by Brown. Brown really going to make a hash of it here. No, he's not actually. He's going to make a really good go. He's going to try this. He's got the inside line. And it means jack shit considering, like, sometimes the outside line is better than the inside line, but wow, did he get a good exit there or what? King Kojo and Sankey are dead too. So now Brown up in front, he can go chase down his teammate, or at least attempt to. Whereas Lightning Poker can relax and kind of just close in on Reese as slow as he likes, because Reese does have a penalty. That being said, you can't go super easy, but currently it may look like Lightning Poker will be getting a podium today. And we will actually have 3 different winners. 3 different top 3. Well, for each of the top 3, if it stays like this, will be from a different place. So Luke Vessel from Europe, Lightning Poker from North America, and Trench from Brexit. That's obviously a joke. We all know England and, you know, the UK is still in Europe. It's just not. Europe isn't the European Union. Don't be stupid, guys. Making Brexit jokes on stream. How fun. No, there's 7 laps left to go. Not really too much is happening. People getting drive-through penalties. And a lot of people out. That's a pit stop, so the top 4 are the only drivers have done a 1 stop. Everyone else has touched 2 or 3 tyres. Well, actually, potentially 2 or 3 stops. Sorry, some even most of them actually touching 4 drivers as Leo still rusher for another pit. Reese now 3 seconds behind Trench. Trench looking like he could gain on Luke Vessel and get this win as Steel Crusher has retired in the pits. And if only, and to be fair, it's better than his teammate retiring in the pits, so, you know, that's good. What's even better is Golub now gets to move into 10th position. Sankey dead into the pits. And I think he gets lap 3. It's not a second time. Oh, okay. Honestly thought it was. But nope, it's not. So quite a few DNFs from today's race. Ghost Rider could be within a chance of getting some points. As we'll just stay with Lightning Poker for now. And he currently looks like he will get Reese, sorry. And how things are going, he could also make a push onto Trench and Luke. But that's at a stretch, you know, it's if Lightning Poker can improve his laps by 2 tenths a lap, maybe. You know, and hope that, say, Trench stays consistent. Lightning Poker will need to improve by just a few tenths. So maybe even have a chance, but you'll never know. As Trench has fallen off to 2.3 seconds behind Luke Vettel, meaning that Luke Vettel, with 6 laps left to go, has a comfortable lead in this race. Lightning Poker now under a second behind Reese. Reese needs to defend this well, which I'm sure he will do. But Lightning Poker is on the faster tyres, however, more worn, I should say. Or, well, not really more worn, but, you know, they were 3 laps under the safety car, so technically they should be more worn than the hards on 13 laps, so you never know. Now you know. Anyway, it does look like this Mercedes is going to try its best to keep up with Reese. Honestly, I think Reese would have dominated today if Luke Vessel wasn't here. I feel like Luke was the big thorn in his side. You know, Luke Vessel fighting him really helped Trench. But so did the safety car definitely helped Trench, but damn, this race probably would have gone so much differently if Luke Vessel hadn't have showed up. As Luke Vessel's been currently the standout performer in today's race, not just getting pole, but he's also, I guess got lucky is King Kodge has retired. Lightning Poker with a 3-second time penalty, meaning that even though he would be in front of Reese right now, he is now behind by the amount of time he is behind, but by, so yeah, it's back evens. You know, simple terms, it's back evens. Ooh, it is close between these two. And now a Ghost Rider into the points too, if he can survive for as long as it takes them to, you know, overtake King Kodge's dead car. As yellow in sector 3, it's Brown as well who's retired. Oh my. Brown also out of this race, and Brown may get 10th. I'm not sure what Trench will do about him. But Brown down to 10th, which means Ghost Rider will get 2 points in this race if he can survive that long. I'm saying if, obviously, because, you know, currently he might not. Still yellows in the third sector. We're going to look on board with Reese. You know, watch him. He's got quite a bit of ERS to play with. And, you know, play with it he probably will. He's using Richmic's high ERS output. As he goes down to none here. Just now Lightning Poker to lock up there. Oh, that has done Reese a big favour. You know, he's gained time from that. Lightning Poker's lock-ups really not helpful. It's fucking hell, what has happened to Trench and Luke? No. Luke Vessel, your last lap was a 1:33.4. Wow, 9/10 slower. Trench actually setting a 1:32.1. Wow. Trench gaining quite a bit there. And we can also see the gap between the two championship leaders. Trench ahead by 5 seconds, 8 seconds including penalties. And Trench will be fighting for 7 more points. That'll put him 13 points ahead of Reese. And yeah, if Reese gets overtaken by Lightning Poker, that's just going to put the nail in the coffin. But, when I say that, it can still all go to shit for either driver. You know, Trench can crash at any point. He needs to be careful whilst fighting Luke here that he does not crash. He needs to stay alive to win this title. Luke Vessel wants to win the race though. Trench wants to win it for himself. It's going to be tough. Let's here we go. Trench with the DRS on Luke. Luke Vessel's defends into the inside. Trench on the outside. It's side by side action here. The Ferrari keeping it around the outside. And keeping the position too. Reese has also kept his position over Lightning Poker. Lightning Poker down by 9/10. Sprays Trooper gets a 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits. Damn. Trench in the lead of this race. Fastest lap still going to Luke Vessel at this point. Oh, what an overtake there from Luke Vessel as he goes back in front of Trench. The two leaders trading positions on this lap. About 25 out of 27. There's 2 left. And those last 2 laps are going to be very, very good for battles here. As Reese has gained 8/10 on the 2 leaders. Now make that a whole second in the last lap alone. Trench going to make a move down the inside at 130R. Is this the race winning move? This surely is. No, it's not. Luke Vessel somehow keeps it alive. and is still pressured by Trench. I think what I'm interested in though is what Lightning Poker could do. Trench obviously going to fight, but Lightning Poker taking the move. He's gone round the outside. He's cut off Reese. Reese is now in 4th. Trench in 2nd still. Oh, this is big. This is big. We're on the penultimate lap. Trench versus Luke. Lightning versus Thunder. Pew pew! And Crazy Troopers in the pits. Well, that's fun. This title does look wrapped up by Trench. But there is still possibilities, you know. The gap between Lightning Poker and Trench is 2.7 seconds. Make that 5.7 with penalties, but Trench could easily get a 3-second penalty. So could Luke. You know, this race can still go in Reese's favour. Trench not looking close to getting a penalty though. Luke Vettel has had an awfully clean race. And Reese actually is one warning off getting another penalty. So really he does not want to. And he's still got 1.8 seconds behind already. So Lightning Poker really doing well there. And wow, it's 2 seconds the gap between him and Reese. Lightning Poker with the fastest lap of the race. That steals it off Luke Vettel. Trench gets past Luke. Luke can't make it back round. Surely this is it. That surely must have been the move. Luke Vettel's got no ERS to play with. Trench has still got a hell of a lot. And Lightning Poker second the fastest lap. There is physically no way. Reese is down 40. Is down. What is now six? Hold on, how many points is it? Now 16 points to Trench. Trench is a 3rd place in fastest lap in front of Reese. Rather than just being a 9th fastest lap away from Reese. We watch on with Luke Vettel, but we know who's currently got this title. Who's going to be crowned champion for a 2nd season in a row. I mean, it was a long fought battle, I have to say. But for my last race as a commentator in FPS, I will say that we crown Trench HD21 as FPS's Season 2 champion and the winner here at Japan. He also gets fastest lap of the race, which puts him 17 points in front of Reese. Lightning Poker 3rd, Reese down into 4th. Buttons back will probably be the next one to finish, unless Sankey Dead is like... Oh no, Sankey Dead is a few laps behind, okay. So never mind, the next one to be finished will actually 7th place Sankey Dead, who will confirm 7th place. Next up should be Buttons back. No, it won't. It'll be Golub. Golub confirming 8th, so Toro Rosso getting a 7th and 8th, so well done Toro Rosso. Buttons back, confirming 5th for himself. Crazy Trooper and Ghost Rider, the last 2 men to come round. Crazy Trooper, a really good debut season for him. Have to admit. Unlucky in today's race, but definitely a good season for him, as he comes home for 6th position and gets fastest lap, stealing it off Trench. What a teammate. As Ghost Rider will also come through and finish today's race as well. And for my drive of the day today, I'm going to give it, even though it kind of feels like a cop-out to me, it really does. I don't like doing this. Yeah, it feels completely like a cop-out. But apart from Luke Vettel, there is no other person who I think deserves this. So, for the final time, at least for now, in FPS, I'm rewarding my driver of the day to Lightning Poker. You all thought I was going to say Trench then. You all thought it. But I wasn't. Lightning Poker is my driver of the day. Getting a podium. Getting third place. I'm pretty sure getting third place in the championship as well. Unless Luke Vessel's got it. I don't really know. I wasn't paying attention to the championship standings apart from the top two. But anyway, for the final time from me, thank you for watching. We'll see you next season.